a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the up the stand-ups, like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole life and running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about it.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as they
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And all the way down to the 12. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Counter, it's Henderson, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Henderson. And And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take
the score, Rams 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down. It's Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Ronald Jones, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Jones again, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On play action, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Run it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Rams first down.
Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. It's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now the second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Jones, 77 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. The pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
A catch and a first down for Leonard Fournette out of the backfield. And let's face it, when we look at him, we see a bruising power runner, and that's exactly what he is. But he's also a nifty receiver as well. 75 catches out of the backfield last year. That placed 5th among all running backs in the NFL. Surprised to hear that stat? I'm sure you are.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Goff on third down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Goff on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Henderson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And the Rams first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's the 7th leading rusher in the NFL last year. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And suck up on for the field goal. A 57.
And this is good. From 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this to Henderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a run with Henderson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On 2nd and very short, Brady. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, but now it'll be third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And Brady will sneak it, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's Henderson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's
the Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up. To stop him a couple of yards short.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Rams add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Man, I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Rams on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning... And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Brady, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd and long. It's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Ndamukong Suh, recently a member of these Rams, with the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.